I'm working 60-hour weeks.
You were stuck in that 9-to-5 job and you kind of wanted to escape, I guess, that reality.
Really wants to take that jump, take that leap.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
19 years old. A lot of people, are scared to take that risk.
I had zero previous experience.
3 days.
3 days and we had
3 days in your first sale. Take that first step, take that risk, especially when you're younger.
Within our first month, we did $600 in one day.
Wow, $600 a day. How did you find that one-on-one mentoring aspect of our coaching program?
Oh, it was amazing. The way you guys are so in tune with everyone.
Yeah.
You're always keeping updated. You're constantly providing feedback. You're available.
Like even today, you met, a couple of people from my program, doing $10,000 a month.
While I'm on holidays.
Yeah.
Take an hour out of my time and make money while I'm on holiday. Got geographical, freedom. I can work wherever I want, whenever I want. If you don't like working a 9-to-5, just take the leap.
Take the leap, guys. You heard what he said. So I'm here today with my client, Cody. Cody, welcome to this client interview. It's great to have you here on today.
Appreciate
and I just really want to talk to you about, your experience with Etsy dropshipping, how you found everything. So let's get straight into the video. Okay, so tell me a little bit about, why you started Etsy dropshipping, what you were doing actually before you started Etsy dropshipping, and why you really wanted to try it.
Well, to start, I just wanted the financial freedom.
Yeah, of course.
And time freedom as well.
Yeah.
It comes with, they go hand in hand together.
Yeah, of course.
I'm working 60-hour weeks. Well,
60 hours a week.
60 hours a week.
That's insane.
I
Wow.
was working Aldi. I was a manager there, and then I was doing some other part-time jobs here and there. But yeah, 60 hours almost every week.
Wow, that's insane. So obviously, you didn't want to be working 60 hours a week. You were stuck in that 9-to-5 job, and you kind of wanted to escape, I guess, that reality. And is that why you kind of just took the first step into Etsy dropshipping? So what were the biggest struggles and doubts you had before starting this program? I mean, were you skeptical? Yeah, tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, obviously everyone's skeptical.
Yeah, of course.
It's e-commerce, it's online business. No one really has a full understanding of it, especially being so young.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
No one really wants to take that jump, take that leap.
Yeah.
But since taking that leap, everything's gone well.
Yeah, exactly, right? And you're still young. How old are you?
I'm 19.
19 years old. And a lot of people, are scared to take that risk, especially, the people who are younger. But especially, if you're 19, 20, 21, you have nothing to lose, right? When you get much older, you have much more responsibility. You got bills to pay, you got kids to take care of. If you're young, you have, no responsibility, you got nothing to lose. So I 100% agree with you. Take that first step, take that risk, especially when you're younger. And you'll benefit from it much more, I think.
I agree.
So Cody, once you obviously joined my program, how long did it take for you to get, your first sale on Etsy dropshipping? And did you have any previous experience before with e-commerce in general?
I had zero previous experience. Never even heard of
Really?
Etsy before.
Crazy.
None of it.
Yeah.
And then it took about 3 days.
3 days?
3 days and we had our
3
first
days in your first sale.
Yep.
Congratulations, that's crazy. So you literally went from having zero previous experience in e-commerce, then obviously joining my program, and in a 3-day time span, you landed your first sale.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Wow. So Cody, tell me a little bit about your key milestones. So what were some key milestones that you hit that really stood out to you, that really proved that this business model obviously works?
Well, within our first month, we did $600 in one day.
Wow, $600 a day.
Yeah.
Literally in your first month, Etsy dropshipping. That's crazy. Yeah. So that was a key milestone that really stood out to you the most, and it kind of gave you, I guess, proof that this business model actually works. And is that when you kind of started, going into it full time and really putting your effort into it?
Yeah, I'd say after the first month, we did about 5.5K in our first month, and then everything really just we need to lock in.
Yeah,
this
right.
is gonna work.
That's crazy. Tell me a little bit about, how you managed to scale multiple stores on Etsy, and what changes did you make to get more consistent results with your Etsy stores?
We were just following the general steps you guys provide and hearing the feedback you guys had.
Yeah, right.
That genuinely helped us
Yeah.
scale.
Okay, cool. So it was just basically used our proven systems, our guidance as well.
Yeah.
How did you find that one-on-one mentoring aspect of our coaching program?
Oh, it was amazing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. The way you guys are so in tune with everyone.
Yeah.
You're always keeping updated. You're constantly providing feedback. You're available quite frequently. You're responding frequently.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's sick to hear. That's sick to hear. And how did you find, obviously, the community aspect of my program because, you know, we have quite a large community. I'm sure, you know, you found it very helpful, but yeah, little bit of touch point on that.
The community is amazing.
Yeah, that's sick.
The community is very tight knit. Everyone's there to help each other. Everyone talks a lot.
Yeah.
We're very frequently chatting in there.
That's sick. And like, I'm sure I've been told that you've been networking with a lot of clients from, you know, my program, which is really sick to hear. Like even today you met, you know, a couple of people from my program, you know, doing $10,000 a month. Do you think, you know, getting those networks, getting those connections in really helped you, you know, achieve your goals and will make you achieve your next goals in the future as well?
100%.
Yeah, sick.
Networking is probably one of the biggest things in e-commerce.
Yeah, of course.
And so having the connections that we are able to get from the easy Etsy course, you know, it definitely will help us in the long run. So
Cody, obviously, you know, you're making a decent amount of income online right now with the Etsy dropshipping stores. You know, how has that really impacted your life? What does your life kind of look like now? You know, do you have more time? Do you have more freedom to basically do what you want? You know, tell us a little bit about that as well.
Yeah, well, I've got geographical, you know, freedom. I can work wherever I want, whenever I want.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. I can literally go on holidays and then just work while I'm on holidays.
Yeah.
Take an hour out of my time and make money while I'm on holiday.
That's sick because, you know, Etsy is obviously, you know, passive income, right? Yeah. So you can make money when you're sleeping, when you're at the gym, when you're on holiday. And you've actually told me that you've booked trips and holidays, you know, already, right?
Yeah, already. 2 months in and I'm already booking trips.
Yeah, that's sick. That's crazy. That's good to hear. And you're going to be going to Japan next year?
Japan next year, cruise at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Going to Europe next year.
Yeah. So what has been the biggest mindset shift or the mindset change that you've had since, you know, starting this Etsy dropshipping business?
Well, it's really opened up like a whole new perspective to me.
Right.
It's a completely different like side of things.
Yeah.
I never really believed in the e-commerce kind of side of stuff.
Yeah.
I always thought it was kind of, you know, dodgy, fishy.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously it works.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, look, a lot of people in the beginning, they're very skeptical to, you know, start, right? Yeah. Like they think, you know, making money online is a scam, you know, everything's kind of fishy or dodgy, or, you know, it sounds too good to be true, you know, being able to make $5,000, $10,000 a month online, you know, having that time, location, and financial freedom, it sounds like a dream. So I completely understand, you know, a lot of people do think that right now, but trust me guys, Cody's obviously been through it as well. So have all my other clients. It's completely real. I understand there is a lot of bullshit out there, but you do have to find obviously what works for you. And I'm really glad that obviously this has worked out for you. And you know, now that you have a whole different perspective and a whole new world on how you can start making money online, which you didn't believe before. It is mind-changing, yeah. As you're aware, Q4 is right around the corner. So today is obviously the last day of September. You know, tomorrow is going to be October 1st, which is the first day of Q4. And then, you know, Q4 is for the next 3 months. So Cody, you know, obviously tell us a little bit about your next goals, especially for Q4 in that period. You know, what kind of numbers you want to be doing and what numbers you want to be doing also in the next 6 to 12 months, I guess.
Yeah, well, we definitely want to be upscaling a lot more.
Yeah, of course.
Expanding horizontally, like humongous.
Yeah, so opening, you know, multiple different Etsy stores. I mean, how many stores do you have at the moment currently?
We currently have 9.
Okay.
8 stores.
8 stores. Okay, nice.
But by the end of the year, hopefully before December hits, we want to have 25.
25 stores by the end of December.
Stores.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And if you obviously horizontally scale all of them, and how much revenue do you want to be doing at the end of December? At
the end of December, we want to at least hopefully have done 20,000 in sales.
Nice. Per month?
Hopefully over 20,000 per month.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. I mean, that's a very realistic goal to have. Like, I'm sure you'll be able to hit that with ease.
I'm pretty sure too.
Yeah, so, that sounds like a sick goal. Someone was on the fence of obviously joining our Etsy dropshipping program. What would you tell them based on your experience that you've had with us so far?
If you don't like working a 9 to 5, just take the leap.
Take the leap.
Take the leap.
Smart words. And why would you say to obviously take that leap? You know, take that risk, take that first step.
The 9 to 5 really is not worth it.
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
So much easier making money online.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, working 60 hours a week,
not it.
Breaking your back every single day, being at a place at a certain time each day, you know, not being able to travel freely. Really just not having freedom in general.
Exactly.
And especially, you know, if you're stuck with only making a couple of grand a month, working 60 hours a week, it's a no-brainer, right? Just take that first step.
Take the leap.
Take the leap, guys. You heard what he said. Okay, so Cody, that wraps it up for today. Thank you very much for coming onto the client testimonial. It's a pleasure to have you here today. And yeah, I want to see you, be doing $20,000 in profit every single month in the next couple of months.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a good goal.
See you then.
All right, see you then.